Yo, before this video actually starts, man, I need y'all to go ahead and drop a follow to my Twitter, man, at EtherealRoblox, man. RBLX. We going crazy on here. If you're not already tuned in, you need to be tuned in to our Twitter, man. Cause look, we even got Main on this, man. We got Main on this. You need to follow both of us, Main and EtherealMiracle. Follow both of us, man. We are going crazy learning this programming business, man. Look at this. Y'all about to see this in the video. But anyways, I need y'all to go ahead and drop a follow. Alright, drop a follow to me at EtherealRBLX. Drop a follow to the homie Main. He making some cool stuff out here. And without further ado, let's get to it. Yo, what's good, y'all? It's Ethereal. So this video is sort of a different side of things. So usually I do like gameplay and stuff like that. You know, you guys see like the nice, happy, chilling, excited version of me. But then I also have another side of me where I just like, I'm all about business, developing stuff like that. So this video right here is going to be the start of an official vlog that I make. Alright, this is gonna be like official YouTube vlog. I already have like some vlogs from the earlier days of things. You guys are gonna see what I'm saying in a second, but I just want to show you guys some of the stuff I made. So as you guys can see right here, I have this elevator right here, right? This nice little elevator right here that I helped. This was like my first ever like thing that I've scripted, because I'm starting to get into, I'm originally a builder and modeler. I can make pretty decent looking models, and I can build really like building is like my strong suit, like my strong so like even as you guys can see, we have this wire right here. I made that all the way to get to this thing right here. I made this in like 2 seconds. I'm not saying this is good, I'm just saying, like, I'm primarily a builder. Like when it comes to creativity, stuff like that, my building is my strong suit. Modeling, you know what I'm saying, I'm not no master at that. I can make certain stuff that complements my building, you know what I'm saying, but I'm not no master at it. And then now I'm starting to get into scripting. Now, when I say start to get into scripting, I mean Lua. I like in school for like 2 years I've been learning Java and JavaScript, and I'm starting to get into Python now. But right now Lua that's Roblox's primary language. I'm now getting into Lua. I always wanted to like get heavy into it. I actually started before, so I actually know some of the language. But 3 days ago, I would say, no, 5 days ago, I started like building up my knowledge on it again. I'm like, now I'm like heavy. Like now it's like the furthest I ever gotten Lua wise. So like I said, back to the purpose of this video. So the first thing I ever made was this door right here. I just made this door right here. So basically what this door does is it lights up. Originally what I had to do is like, it just lights up, so it was already red starting off, and then when it got to yellow, that means the door almost was able to pass through, and then when it's green, the door's you're able to pass through the door. And while this is happening, the door is actually going transparent. So yeah, all right, so that's the first thing I ever made. And then the second thing I ever made was the door going up. Like when this hits green, the door comes down, and then it goes all the way up to this one, which then does the same thing that the first door does. So that's what I did first starting out in my Roblox development as a programmer. The reason why I'm not showing you guys just yet what it does is because I would have to disconnect everything that I've made up until this point for it to work. So after I got that foundation done, right, so I said, all right, I could probably push a little further, right? Then I made this whole mechanism that you guys see right here, right? This whole mechanism, this is a hamster wheel, quote unquote hamster wheel. And if you guys know what a hamster wheel is, it's what people put hamsters in, so that way they can, have fun, do whatever they're gonna do in that stupid hamster wheel, right? So in this case now, because I remember seeing like a video or something like that of people using a hamster to power on like a battery or something. So that's basically what I made right here. That's basically what I scripted here. I basically made a hamster wheel that when you run in it, it actually increases the power of this battery right here, and then from here the electricity goes from in here all the way to the door, and then it powers the door on. But then I didn't stop there. The next day after that, I then made it so after the electricity hits the door, then the button is what you use to start the elevator. And I'm gonna show you guys what I mean by that like right now. Let's go ahead and try it out. Alright y'all, so let's go ahead and test out what I have here. So I have a part right here. When I touch it, it gives me a speed boost. When I touch it again, it makes my speed go back to where it was, 16. And then I touch it again. Let's go ahead and increase the speed back, and I'm gonna use this now to help me run on my hamster wheel here. As you guys can see, it's like I'm running straight forward, and it's like balancing out with the speed that I'm going. So it simulates that I'm kind of tired, if that makes any sense. Electricity goes in there, and then the electricity sparks out, comes, turns this button right here on. See, now it can be clicked. I click this bad boy. What happens? Then the elevator comes down, right? It starts going invisible, doing all the checks. I go on the elevator goes up, and then this one starts now. Boom, 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 and then we are done. So that is the first script that I made. So now I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys everything else that I made so far, the cool stuff. All right, here we go. Now we are in the move creation lab, as I like to call it. Let's go ahead and play and see what we got going on here so far. So immediately after I did that hamster wheel thing, which was this is day 3 it would be on if we're referring to it. So on day 3 I made a grand fireball script. So what this does is when I press E, a fireball shoots outward, and then it also grows in size. So when it reaches the maximum size, as you guys can see, it increases in power dramatically. So let's say if we go up to this dummy right here, I press E, it'll do damage to the dummy. You see that? Let's do it again on cooldown. Boom. You see that? So now what happens is if the fireball kills the dummy now, the dummy just, goes transparent. So this was my first ever jutsu. So let's go ahead and test out what happens when it gets bigger. As you guys can see, it did way more damage because it already reached the maximum size. So that was the first thing I did, right? So it didn't really have anything cool to it, nothing like that. But for my second jutsu now, so this is day 4, I went a little bit crazy. I optimized the code for the first one, and then, as you guys can see, a noticeable difference between the two. As you guys can see, I added hand signs to it now, and I also made it so while I'm holding down the mouse button, you can't fire it. Now if I let go of the mouse button, right, and you guys see my walk speed is also way slower than it was before to allow for aiming. And then what happens when I let go is it'll fire out, and it also does screen shake when you're firing out. Also play with explosions. As you guys can see, it's actually doing explosions now and stuff like that. And I even improved the kill effect of the dummy. Let's go ahead and test it out again. I think, look at that. So it burns to a crisp, it actually breaks apart, and then you can actually see the fire particles on it. So the next thing I think I'm gonna do is probably make like a fireball that it shoots out in front of me, like a blue fireball, so it'll look a little bit different. It'll be like a finisher. But at least this tree right here, I'm gonna make it so the fireball shoots out like to the right and then to the left, and then if it hits anything like to the side of it, then it explodes. But if they touch back at the center now, it makes like one big massive explosion that does damage. So I think that's gonna be my next project, trying to do something like that. I think I might call that Miracle Finish, Miracle Flame Finish. That's what I'm gonna call that. Yeah, if you guys have a better name for that, let me know down below though. I will be consistent with this. I know people are asking about like my Bleach Insomnia development, like what's going on with that. So my end when it came to Bleach Insomnia is finished. I did all of the things I was required to do, like the maps. I did the Soul Society. I made the I made Katakuta Town. I made the Inner World, all of them. I'll probably showcase them sometime soon because I do want to show you guys the development side of me. But yeah, but that's in regards to building. Like that's what I was assigned to for that. All my other games, like the next game I got going on is a little bit secret, but my side of that is finished for that as well. And then now I'm trying to learn how to program so I can do things myself. You know what I mean? Nothing wrong with taking up an extra skill, especially since it's quarantine. You know what I mean? So I advise you guys to go do the same. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you support me on this journey trying to become a top tier programmer. You know what I'm saying? Become a jack of all trades if I do that. But I'll see you guys in the next video.